individuals. I'll save those till the end because they're obviously personal feelings from the individual that asked the question. The next question, how would you describe the job, that is a job description, of a trustee or a supervisor? Do you know what the job description is, and can you fulfill it?
I'll be honest with you, no, I don't know what the job description is of a trustee. I told you in the beginning, I'm not a political person, never have been. I'm willing to try and become a trustee to help this community, try to make the community better, and I'll end up learning right along with the rest of the folks that are trying to run for position. I'm sure not everybody here knows exactly what's going to happen if they get into that position. I just want to be there to help this community, listen to the people, and try and do what the people want the board to do for them. So be it if you don't do you can't get the taxes for that service. That's fine. It's up to the people. It's not up to 5 individuals all by themselves when it's a situation that is as important to the community as an ambulance service. Thank you.
Yes, I got into this because I'm concerned for all of us. Like I said, I want everybody to have a fair shake, and it's not just about the 5 people that sit up here. It's about each and every one of us and our families and who we care about and how that affects everybody day to day.
There's a short answer and a long answer. We don't have time for the long answer, but the short answer is, the trustee, as a member of the board, is supposed to provide for the health, safety, and welfare of the constituents and do so in a fiscally responsible manner. I keep saying fiscally responsible manner because in this day and age, that's extremely important. But besides that, it is to know the facts before a decision is made, because that's what we get elected to do. And I'm hearing one potential candidate say, I don't know what the facts are, I don't know what the truth is, I don't know what the truth is, what's truth and what's false. And we get elected to do that work behind the scenes. And to throw out every decision that needs to be made to a general election, you decide what you need. Well, does everybody take the time to sit down with the other supervisors that surround us that have made the similar decision? Do you sit down with the road commission to know what their budget is? No, you don't. You expect us to make those decisions for you because we're supposed to gather those facts. And that's one of the jobs of a trustee, is to make sure that we're aware of the facts before decisions are made. But to do so, again, purely for the health, safety, and welfare of the constituents and the taxpayers in a fiscally responsible way.
More long-winded answers. I think that the duties is just to listen to the people and see what they have to say on the different issues and do the best you can to provide the answers to them.
The role of the township, we are the closest representatives to the people within our country. So that means we have to have a listening ear. So if I'm an elected trustee, it's a very short list of the responsibilities for a trustee. And we're tasked with different things. As Tom said, if we have to look up and research things, that's what we're there for, to do that. We're there to help make decisions and to be an ear to the people. And that would be my responsibility. That's what I would like to do. Am I capable of doing it? I think I am. I think that I can, unobjectively listen to people, bring concerns to the board for decision making, and just be there for the people and hope to do my best to listen to all of you. Thank you.
Kind of same boat there, I guess. I don't think whatever it was 25 years ago, 18 years ago, when our trustees came in, I don't believe they knew how to be a trustee as well. You got to get there to learn it. I know 2 things I won't do that I've seen. I won't sit up in front of the residents and close my eyes like I'm sleeping. I've seen that at meetings several times. I've also been at an accident and seen a couple of board members drive by laughing and pointing. Didn't stop to see if anybody was hurt. I won't do that either, whether I like them or not. Somebody could be hurt, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm willing to learn.
Great question. You know, all of you work within some kind of organization. There's a general manager, you know, and there's employees. One of the biggest things in a leadership role is having the ability to brush off personal attacks, put your ego aside, and do what's right for the community. Quite frankly, I just wrote a quick note here. To run any organization, specifically this organization, you need to run this organization in an efficient, respectful, and orderly manner. And that's what I'll do as a township supervisor. Thank you.
Well, it's my understanding that the township supervisor oversees that the whole township board does what it's elected to do to perform all the functions that are necessary for the daily and long-term life of the township. Whether that be finances or whatever, but as far as supervisor, if I'm elected supervisor, I'm not going to do all the work. The board's going to do some work. I'm going to oversee that they're doing their job and that the township is being ran professionally, with courtesy, and in the long term with what the people want, the taxpayers. That's what I will do as supervisor.
Being new to this, I kind of looked on the Michigan Township Association to see what some of the duties are. I'm not going to bore you with those details because most of them are what Joe has just announced to you. The one thing that I do know is that I will also make sure that the trustees are assisting everybody in the jobs, including going to the different meetings that each trustee will be having to go to with the Zoning Board of Appeals and the planning commissions that each one of them will have to sit on.
The short answer is the supervisor is the chief executive officer of the township. It covers a whole host of duties. Some of them have already been enumerated. One of the aspects that many folks don't know is that the supervisor is also in charge of the assessment. He's personally responsible for the assessment, even though he may not do the assessment. He has the obligation to listen to all of the people, and he also becomes the lightning rod for all the questions and all the problems in the community. And his job as supervisor is to explore those questions, find out if there are answers, find out if there are solutions, and respond to the person inquiring to let that person know how that problem is going to be fixed, if it can't be fixed, why it can't be fixed.